So the show is about reaching towards its end, but we had news. Great Islander news. And I'm seeing that this person right here has an Islanders jersey. So I think it would be best that he talks about this. So Rich, what do we have in the Islander world?
Islanders are doing the unthinkable. They are on the verge of sweeping the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round of the series for the mighty Stanley Cup. The Islanders were not heavily favored to go very far, even though they've been playing incredibly well. All eyes have been on Tampa, but Tampa just can't seem to get their act together. They've blown the first two games. The first game, they had a 3-0 lead. They blew it. And Columbus scored 4 goals to win. The second, they lost 5-1. Tonight's game 3, let's hope they can at least get something going. But for Islander fans, you don't care about Tampa. You care about your beloved orange and blue. So let's get to it. The Islanders have been on fire. The barn literally had its roof torn off practically by the noise by fans out there watching their beloved orange and blue crush the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first game in overtime. Then in the second game, 3-1. And now 4-1 in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh! Their hometown. They couldn't win. This is proof the Islanders are consistent. This is no joke, and it's not a joke that I take lightly. I want the Islanders to win. I would love to see the Stanley Cup on Long Island soil, and I know I'm not alone in that. So for you Islander fans, the test is Tuesday. Can they get Game 4 and do the unthinkable and silence all the critics once and for all? Get that win. Let's sweep Pittsburgh. Let's show Sidney Crosby that we are no joke and we can do it without John Tavares. We don't need Tavares. Look how far we've come already. Tavares, I wish you well in Toronto, but you just couldn't cut it in Long Island, as we are now finding out. Go get him, New York.
Sorry, Rangers fans. It seems that the Islanders are #1. Thank you, Rich. All right, so we reached the end of the show, and what a show. Unfortunately, Howie couldn't be with us today. We wish him well, and definitely he will be back next show. We had me doing Stargazer with my old buddy, Rocco, killing it talking about the Twilight Zone and the reboot. We also talked about that Star Wars teaser trailer, because why wouldn't we? It's Star Wars, look at the shirt. We had Richard Kaplan capping it off with 2 sports stories about Tiger Woods and the Islanders, and of course he had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 3.5, but 4 stories about aviation. So Rich was killing it, Rocco was killing it, and I'll be honest, I was killing it a little bit too. So guys, Easter and Passover is almost upon us, so we're going to be taking a little bit of a 1-week break. But definitely in 2 weeks, we'll be back. We'll be back strong. And that's all we have. But for right now, I'll leave you this. My name is Big Time. I'd like to thank you for your time on this week's Halftime. But at this time, we are out of time. See you next time.